Hey everybody, this is Paul Perry with Alpha Insurance, and we are here for another episode of Insurance Made Simple. Hopefully you've been following me on YouTube and on my Facebook page, just kind of going over a lot of the questions that I get on an ongoing basis about insurance. One of the questions that I've been getting a lot recently, and I say recently, the last several months, has been, how can I save money on my insurance? We're all trying to make sure that we live within a budget, we live within our means, and insurance is one of those things that's a necessity. Most places you have to have it. As far as for your auto insurance, there's not a home mortgage company that won't give you a loan without insurance. So, it's pretty much a necessity for almost all lines. So how can you save money on your insurance? One of the ways that you can do that is make sure that you're looking for the best value, not the cheapest price. And why do I say that? Is it because my product is higher than somebody else's? And that would be yes and no, because sometimes I'm higher, sometimes I'm lower. But you want to have the best value. You can look at this on any product that you purchase. When things are tight, I understand you really have to look at price. And you never want to ignore price, but you just want value to be more important than price. Because when value is more important, then you get what you pay for. When price is more important than value, you almost never get what you pay for. Because what happens is with price becomes the most important thing, then customer service typically isn't there. I mean, there's a reason why somebody's a lost leader in an industry. I don't care if it's a car, if it's a computer, if it's a phone, or if it's insurance. The only way to be cheaper than somebody else on a consistent basis is you've got to cut corners somewhere else. So make sure that it's not in customer service, that it's not quality people taking care of you. Make sure that they're the type of people that you want to be able to have a relationship with, even if it's online. Hey, online's not necessarily bad, but if you need somebody to talk across a desk and face to face with, then obviously they've got that edge on price, but they're not going to provide you what you need. Make sure that they can set up the type of payments that you want. Most of the time, if it's cheap, your choices are very limited, because they don't want to offer, come into the office, or they don't want to offer bank draft or credit card payment. They only want to give you very small opportunities, small choices, so that they can save money. One of the big areas that you have to watch on value is when it comes time to making a claim. I hope you're the luckiest person out there and you never have a claim. But welcome back to reality. You're probably going to have at least one claim throughout your lifetime. Sorry, not lifestyle, but lifetime. So you want to make sure that they will be there when you need them. When I worked at a disaster restoration company a few years ago, that's one thing I really paid attention to, was how these people paid claims. There's some people out there that they fight you for that check. I'm not sure I want to give it to you or not. Or they take forever to process a claim. And with a lot of companies, it's so they can hold on to your money. Because if you think if they can hold on to your claim and maybe 10,000 other claims, that's interest that they're earning. So make sure that you're looking at value and not the lowest price. All right. The second thing that you want to make sure is that you're an educated buyer. You want to make sure that you understand what you're looking for. And again, this goes beyond just insurance, but insurance isn't something that you purchase all the time. So you want to make sure that you know what you're talking about. Make sure that you've got somebody that you can ask honest questions about. Why do you need this coverage? Why do you want greater liability limits on your autos than lower liability limits? Why is that important? You know, why do you want to make sure that everyone in the household is included in your quote? A lot of people will just go out there and try to get the lowest price, which normally means the lowest coverage to get the sale. Make sure that, you know, why do I need to have my home insured to value, which we've talked about in a previous time. But if they're willing to just insure it for what you tell them, that may not be the right amount. As most of y'all know, what's going on in our crazy post-COVID world is the price of building materials are skyrocketing. So you want to make sure that you've got enough coverage. If they're not educating you on why your home is worth this much, wow, that's more than I've got coverage now, or why it's important to have replacement value. If you don't have that person, then you need to be careful, because you're just going to get price again. All right. So number 3, get all the discounts you can. Make sure that you're asking about the discounts, because they come in a lot of different ways. Number 1, the discounts come from bundling. When you have your home, your car, an umbrella, life insurance, and you bundle that, that makes it easier on the company to be able to do billing. That makes it easier to be able to say, hey, I'll give you a discount. And most of the time those discounts grow the more products that you put with them. I know sometimes this company's got the better auto rate and this company's got the better home rate, but just make sure that you're comparing that, because if you don't, you say, well, you know, they were $1,000 on the car and they were $1,500 on the house, so that's $2,500. But make sure that, you know, that those discounts match up. Okay. Occupation is another discount. A lot of companies give discounts for first responders, for teacher, for clergy, for the military. So make sure that that you're asking about those discounts. Now, let me also tell you, make sure that they're not putting a discount on there that you don't qualify for, because there's nothing worse of getting into that first policy. Oh, great, got a great price, and then at renewal, the price went sky high because they gave you some discounts that you didn't actually qualify for. Yeah, you saved a few money the first year, but now you're disappointed, now you're unhappy. Your usage, what are you going to be using it for? Is it business? Is it farm? Is it personal? So all of those things, make sure that you're getting the right rate. Because again, if it's not the right rate, then the company will change it. They will find out and they will correct it. Alarms, any type of an alarm system, whether it be a theft alarm, burglary alarm, fire alarm, smoke alarms, sprinklers. Now, having a 12-gauge shotgun normally doesn't give you a discount for house protection. So just make sure that you're asking what discounts are available. Construction discounts. What is your home built from? Is it brick? Is it frame? Is it metal? If it's a mobile home, does it have block or brick underpinning? So always make sure to ask about what discounts are available. Some companies also give a discount for non-tobacco use. Obviously, if you're life insurance, that makes total sense. You're in better health if you're not using tobacco or vaping. Most companies look at vaping just like nicotine, any type of nicotine use. But even some homeowners look at that. I mean, you're walking around with a lit piece of paper in your mouth, so guess what? You're constantly, it's a potential fire hazard. Now, they may not ding you for having that, but they will give you a discount for being a non-smoker. So look for that as well. So in conclusion, let's just make sure that number one, you're educated. Number two, you're asking for those discounts. And number three, you're making sure that value is the most important thing. Because at some point in time, you know, that sweetness of that small price is going to go away. And what you're going to be left with is the product that you've purchased. So was it a good product? Was it worth the money that you paid? Make sure, so when you're looking for the best deal out there, that you're comparing value. This is Paul Perry with Alpha Insurance and Insurance Made Simple.